It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the BlackKnights rocket on quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. Buckle up. There's football coming your way. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Glad to have you with us, football fans. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt up here in the broadcast booth. And Brock, one side with a clear advantage coming into this one. Coming off the bye week, while their opposition, well, not only are they less rested, but they're coming off a big L as well.
Just a reality. Just a reality of the NFL that every season you're going to catch somebody coming off a bye or more time to rest up than you did. And if you feel sorry for yourself, well, you're probably going to lose. When these games come along, it's time to grit your teeth and work even harder on those tired legs. You're going to see a lot of teams in that spot try.
The veneer of a new season is gone as we hit the middle third of the schedule. It's away here in Week 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And they'll be let out by their third-year signal caller.
There were times, I'll be honest with you, Kate, that I wish I played baseball. Because you have a bad outing, like this QB did last week with no touchdowns, a couple interceptions. In baseball, you get to play the next day. You get to flush it right away. He's had to sit on it all week long, and you know he wants to rectify it here.
Play action on first down. Going deep right away. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They're throwing it. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. That one gains 7. And they're going to have a first down. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. Throwing from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll give him a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled for a short gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 36. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
You know, kid, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he'd love to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. He'll throw it yet again. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd. Back now, pressure on its way. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Catch is made in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Now looking to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
3 on the board, and now he'll send this one away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 4th-year quarterback.
As you take the field coming off of a bye week, you really want to take advantage of what you just did. The self-scouting, the evaluating of yourself over the early part of this season, and make sure you capture what you want to do and what you have to do over the rest of the season.
Airing it out to start this drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Looking to the air here. He just throws this one away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And they'll have 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Motion man sent left. They go play action on 1st. Throwing the out route complete. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They are throwing it again. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So they're left facing third and long. He's dropping back to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And this punt lands in the end zone for a touchback. The visitors and their running back about to get back to work. And he's continuing a great start to the season. You can see currently pacing the NFL in rushing yards. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Complete over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll throw it again. Hits his running back. And he'll get it up to the 44.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Finds him on the slant. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They just get the play off. He's got it over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll return with more NFL action right after this. Time to begin the 2nd quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Finds a seam down the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives them the 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the red zone now. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for them.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. And they'll take over facing a 6-0 deficit. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Dropping back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking for a throw here. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. Throwing from the gun here. Oh, and the rush is too much. He's taken down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, I think they like to say in baseball, clear the mechanism, and that's what you got to do. You've got to let that play go and simply move on to the next. Hey, listen, rare is the game where pass protection ever is going to win 100% of the time, so move on to the next one.
Trying again, following the set. Complete out to the right. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. He'll throw it. Finds the in route complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll give them a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing it again here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Pass play now. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line.
Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives them a first down. They'll run here following the penalty. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Second down now, 7 to go. They give it to him again. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the BlackKnights will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Their offense ready to take the field now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Play action on first down. Cut out left. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. On first down, they'll run. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll try and throw it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's going to be 4th and short. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The visitors ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Hauled in left side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 37. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
1st and 10 from the 41. Blown back, gets the handoff. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. 4th down coming up. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. From the right hash, 55 yards out. He had all the distance and just enough accuracy to send it through. And that'll double their lead to 6.
He had the distance dialed. The accuracy, maybe not so much. But from that distance, you can excuse being a little off one way or the other. The upright, it helped him there. And that really is all that matters.
His return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The offense headed back to the field. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. We're at the 2-minute warning now from San Diego. And it's the Black Knights looking at 2nd and 1. From the 32. Throw left side, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They'll throw on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Still sticking with the passing game. It is caught left side. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. So now here's 3rd and 5. They'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. They'll throw it again. Escapes the pocket. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This one from an even 40 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. So we've reached halftime. Only a field goal game so far. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, where you see the final score there. 27-12 was your final. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. A 10-point victory in the end. 24-14, the final. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic. See what's happening over in London. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. J.J. McCarthy has thrown a touchdown pass. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive of the second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Receiver downfield, offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still first down.
They'll motion a tight end left. Airing it out on first down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one misses the tight end. And that makes it second and long. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Second and 15. Won't make the play on that one. It hits the deck, incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with third and long. Pass play coming here. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be their football. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Another drive coming up for this offense. First and 10, they're going to throw. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. He's going to throw this one. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Setting up a throw. Finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So he sends this one out of bounds, and that's going to put the upcoming drive at the 35-yard line. This offense making its way back out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They go play action on first. Throwing the out route complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage. They'll run here on first down.
And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run the counter. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
To throw it on first down. Catch made over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 24-yard line.
From the 24. That one's complete over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Here's a throw. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up 4th and long. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This one from 47 yards away. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
3 at a time? Well, it's the name of the game here, it seems, Kate. 3rd quarter, and we're all tied up after that make. Not the type of contest we thought we were in store for.
Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The offense getting set to go. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They're throwing it. Finds the in route complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd and just 2 to go. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Cut out left. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Recovered by the defense.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Their offense running back out now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. It's a new set of downs for them at the 32. Here's the handoff. And he pushed deep into enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. Well, the good part is he did bring that play to a stop. Unfortunately, looks like he got banged up on the tackle. He's in some discomfort out there. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds a man right side. And he will take this in. Touchdown! The BlackKnights capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. That one splits the uprights. And the BlackKnights break that tie and now lead by 7. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 34. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. Caught, nice gain left side. 30. He's at the 10. He makes it in for the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys bring it back to even. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Now this offense getting set to work here. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. They'll come out throwing. Throw left side, complete. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 41. Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll give him a 1st down. Here's a give up the middle. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Brought in right side. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Man in motion, headed right. Play action on first down. Hauled in left side. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. This game is tied 16 aside as we get set for our final quarter. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Looking to the air here. Caught at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They'll try and punch it in. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. It'll be a gain of only 1 on 2nd, so that brings up 3rd and goal from the 2.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The BlackKnights take a 4th quarter lead. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the BlackKnights break that tie and now lead by 7. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now outruns their offense to take over. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Back now, pressure on its way. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Complete out to the right side. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 48. Gets him on the in route. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. They are throwing it again. Finds him over the middle. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket can get even...
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Breaks the tackle, still going. And the BlackKnights get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Here comes their offense out again. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. To the air now on 1st and 10. That one's complete over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Give him 8 yards on the play. And they're going to have a first down. He's dropping back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Still sticking with the passing game. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throw on 3rd down. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give him a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. They send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 6 now. Searches from the pocket. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And they take him down right along the 30. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. He's back to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's able to take this one down at the 25. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Throwing from the gun here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face 2nd down. Putting the tight end in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
He'll throw it. Setting up the running back screen.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. That's a pickup of 9. And they'll have first down. Back to throw. Finds the in route complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Need to work as quick as he can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Throwing it again here. Gets it to him on the screen. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives them the first.
A gain of 12. Results in a first down.
He'll throw it yet again. Throw left side, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. From the 30 on 2nd down. Throwing deep for the end zone.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for the receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. They'll throw it again. Brought in right side. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Trying to push it deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now to throw. A bit of desperation on this thing. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
This offense getting all set for this series. And as that defense comes off the field clean, making the stop, Brock, they've got to feel that they're just moments away from this victory.
Yeah, the odds would tell you that. Certainly a 2-possession lead this late ought to do it, but crazy things happen in this league every week. So don't go taking that jersey off until your offense hopefully runs out the clock.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Knights are winners as we say goodbye from San Diego.